So we are live from the GTCA Manufacturers series. It's GR3, GR4 series. This is race 3A from Brands Hatch, and we are racing in the GR4 cars tonight. It's going to be a 40-minute endurance race. This is the first time you've seen us on YouTube, then check us out on Facebook. Just put in GTCA and do the same way on Instagram as well. This is GR4 420, and hopefully we'll be joined by some of the other guys that are due to be racing tomorrow night as well. Over the next couple of minutes we'll go through the grid, see who's starting where, what the kind of results have been for the last couple of races, just a wee update on how the series is going so far. Championship standings at the moment after 2 races, and first we've got Ward, second we've got Cone, Squints, Brighton Bad, Archer, Ram, Tango, Leathermeat, myself, Jax, M. Humphrey, Severe Squirrel, the candidate, Section 8, Strider, Accelerate, Slow in, Free Dog at the end there. Starting grid, in pole position we've got GTCA Jax, second will be Tango, then third we'll have Archer, fourth will be Cheesehead Racing, then we've got Breaking Bad, Ram, Squints, Cone at the end as well there. Hey man, how's it going? Yeah, not bad. We're joined by Humphrey here as well. He's in tomorrow night's race as well here. No worries, man. I've been keeping an eye on Jax for a while because he's been having some connection issues, but things are looking good so far. So let's have a wee look and see what sort of times we've got on the boards here. So fastest lap set down by Tango, and we are beginning the race apparently. We're off. So everybody seems to have got away pretty clean there. Jax has moved up into first. Through turn 2. And everybody's managed to stay on the track so far, so that's a bonus. It's a nice change, considering the usual carnage we've got. So we've got Tango pulling our way a little bit, second ahead. We've got a battle for second, third and fourth going on with Archer, Breaking Bad and Ram. Followed pretty closely by Cheese and Cone, and Jax has dropped all the way back. So have we picked up any damage there? No. Oh, Squints has spun out. What's going on there? Oh, he's got damage. Oh, that's going to set him back a little bit. Probably won't stop them from finishing near the front anyway. Everybody else is looking fine there. Tango going a bit different to everybody else with the super softs. Squints in the pit. I'll be in for quite a bit there, getting that engine damage sorted out. Jax is starting to catch up again. Still got a battle for third, fourth, fifth and sixth. All very close. Archer in second. Got a wee bit of a gap between him and Tango as well. Oh, and Archer's just took it wide, or he's managed to save it. So we're all looking good there. Oh, a spin for Breaking Bad. Oh, that's a bad one. That's a bit of damage there. That's going to be a pit stop. It's a nice looking livery there that Cheese has got, the old school McLaren West sponsored livery on the go there. We battle on for third and fourth between Ram and Cone. So, bit of a rivalry we've got on the go there. Nice and tight between third and fourth. Jax in 6th, Archer 2nd, Tango 1st, Cheese in 5th, Breaking Bad 7th, still carrying a bit of damage, and 32-second gap for Squints with 36 minutes to go. It's doable because he's not actually from this planet. Tight for seconds, 3rd and 4th. We've got maybe a second and a half between the three of them. Cohen's just sniffing for the opportunity here to try and edge past Ram, but it's such a tight track that you don't really have much space to get an overtake unless somebody makes a complete mess of it. I'm trying to go for a PG rated show. Gap's getting a bit lower and lower as it pulls away massively and then down again. Cutter's still going there, a bit of damage on the front end, that'll not be helping the times at all. Catching up to Jack still. Cheese still going strong in 5th. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. This could be handbags in the paddock later. Nobody's picked up any damage. Archer still plugging away in 2nd. Still about a second off the Tango. It's a pretty decent group we've got together here between 1st and 4th. It's only 3 seconds gap between the first 4 cars here. Then it starts to kind of spread out a little. Everybody's just over the halfway mark on the fuel. Tango's running a wee bit heavier on the tyre wear compared to the other guys, but that's obviously due to the difference in compound with him running the super soft style. Everybody else running just your bog standard soft. Archer with a fast lap, and he's just run a purple sector there for the sector 1. Oh, he's going for the overtake. Oh, and he's pulling away. That was a nice move. Very well done. Keep a wee eye on what Tango's going to do to try and get that place back. All the guys in 3rd and 4th are tightening the gap a little. This could be setting the standard for things to come on. Archer has binned it. He's spun out, just caught the grass. Oh, and a 5-second penalty. Oh, that is brutal. That is something you just don't like to see. Amazingly though, picked up absolutely no damage, so if anything else it's a bonus. Well, the times he was running were, he should be getting back close in with the pack again pretty soon. Cheese up into fourth, Ram into third, going into second. They're about a second off Tango at the moment, who is in the Dragon car. That's a pretty cool looking livery as well. Oh, going a little wide there, and he's lost second place. He's dropped into third, and Ram's pulling away with a 2 second gap. A 2 second gap between him and Tango in first. We've got Cheese pulling up towards Cone. Gap's getting a wee bit shorter, and now it's getting better. Archers, oh, he's took another wee spin there. Just catching up on Archer there. Still carrying his bit of damage. We're 6 laps in, so halfway on the fuel, so we're probably looking at guys pitting anywhere between kind of lap 9, 10, 11, 12, that sort of mark. I know that some guys in practice are managing to get a full 12 laps out of a tank. That's obviously going to have a wee bit of your short shifting, changing the fuel map, maybe just trying to stretch it out as long as you can while keeping that consistent time, so that you're at least staying in with the pack, which these guys are pretty good at doing, which is even more impressive for Cheese with the amount of drinking that he's doing at the moment. Wouldn't be surprised if he had one of those helmets with the beer cans and the straws that come down like you see in Happy Gilmore. But he seems to get better the more drinking he does, so we'll see how this progresses. Archer's got a second between him and Cheese. Breaking Bad's not too far behind in 6th. Jackson 5th. Squints has brought the gap down to 8 seconds on Jax. So we'll be getting to that sort of time where he's getting in with the crowd there. That's us up to 6 people watching. Sorry for the disappointing dulcet tones of just myself. Nobody else wanted to come and play. Got a gap down to 1.3 seconds, 1.4 between Ram and Tango, so that's slowly plugging away. We've got Cone in third with a 2 second gap, and he's ran wide a little bit there. It's not going to help him at all. And then it's a bit of a gap between 4th, 5th and almost 6th now for Cheese, Archer and Breaking Bad. So Archer will be looking to try and make the pass pretty shortly. That gap getting closer and closer between him and Cheese. The Battle of Wisconsin. We'll maybe stick with this one to see what happens. Oh, and Archers took a wee slide, and Curtis is getting there quicker and quicker. Oh, nice and tight in the way down there. That should be the pass. No, he's managed to. Oh, Curtis has got him in the inside. That was a nice overtake. Nicely done. And now Archer's going to have to hunt that one back down. Archer's going for the inside. Oh, and Curtis has managed to keep the place. Cheese sitting in a bit of no man's land just now. 4 seconds between him and Curtis and 11 between him and Cone. And Tango's just gone into the pits there. He's alright on fuel, but the tyres must be, they're pretty done in. So that's going to have a wee bit of a gap, but the fresh tyres should more than make up for that. Curtis up into 4th, Archer to 5th, Cheese into 3rd, and still in no man's land. Cone 3 seconds off of Ram. Ram trying to build a bit of a gap here. Cone managing to keep it together on that corner this time. Nice job, man. Be coming into pit at the end of this lap, so that'll be your 12th lap, as we were saying earlier on. Liking the message on the front of Ram's car there, legalise. That's something I can fully endorse. If we were doing sponsorship, that is. But yeah. Archer chasing Curtis, 4/10 between the two. We run onto the gravel there, that will slow Curtis down a bit. Tango down in 6, slowly eating away at the gap between him and Archer. Going into the pits. That's going to be a full refuel as well. We're just over 24 minutes to go. So we're 16 minutes in, and now we're getting into the kind of pit stop range. We'll have Cheese coming in at the end of lap 12, start of lap 13, same way Ram. He might actually stay out a wee bit longer given the fuel he's got. He's just dropped into the red, so I'd imagine the end of this lap, unless he decides to drop down to 6 on the fuel mapping and short shifts the life out it. But with the gap that he's got, he should still be able to kind of make it out, with the fact that everybody else will be kind of pitting at that sort of time. Archer's got a wee bit of damage in 3rd there, so that's going to give you a longer pit stop. Just on the front left and the bumper as well there. Wee bit of suspension damage probably. Tango hot on his heels, bringing that gap down with the fresh tyres and a full tank there. Archer still on the fast lap there, set that in the 4th lap, so that's been standing for a while. Ram into the pits, Cheese not too far behind, but he should still make it out ahead of him. Be interesting to see where Tango ends up. Yeah, he's going to be taking 1st and taking his place again. See how quickly Ram, Archer, and we'll get Ram leading the pits now, so he'll be about 4 seconds behind. We'll see if that gap closes any. Cone out in 3rd, Archer braking bad in 4th. What? Well, Curtis has already been in a little earlier there. Cheese 5th, Archer 6th, Squints in 7th, Jax fresh out the pits, lap 13, 8 seconds off of Squints. Squints is 2nd off of 6. This is looking like there might be a bit of a charge on here for Squints. Archer will be working like mad trying to fight Squints off here. Oh, and he's just did the commentator's curse. Squints up into 6th, Cheese in 5th, Breaking Bad 4th, but 4 seconds off the cone, and 9 seconds ahead of Cheese. Ram 3 seconds off the Tango, so he's eating into the gap a wee bit there from when he's come out of the pits. Good Squints creeping up and Cheese, slowly but surely there. Archer are second, 2 seconds behind now. And the purple sector for Squints. Jax. For the most part running pretty consistent 126s. Archer still going good in 7th, Squints 5th, Cheese, Breaking Bad in 4th, and everybody's kinda spaced out a little, so it's probably a good time for me to take a wee break, make a cup of tea, make some smoke, and we'll be back for some more interesting racing action in a second, or 5. And we're back, so we'll have a wee run through who's where and what's been happening. So we've got Tango in first still, but the gap's obviously got a wee bit shorter there. We're down to kind of 3/10 between him and Ram. Cone, wee bit of gap there. There's just about 7.5 seconds between him and second place. Breaking Bad in 6th. Breaking Bad in 4th. Cheese in 5th. Squints in 6th, about 3 seconds off, with Archer closely behind him at about 4/10 there, and Jack's at the back. After that nasty spin that I seen on YouTube there while I was away starting a cup of tea, because that's how we roll here in Greenock in Scotland. It's really not, but yeah, still. So it appears that we've got a few people watching through the YouTube, so if there's anything you want to ask or anything you want to know about the guys that are racing, if you haven't seen us before or you don't know, then hit me up in the comment section and it'll give us something to talk about when everybody's kind of spaced out, I suppose. Well, gaps in the track, I don't know about anybody else. Still get that pretty tight for first and second. Third is about 8.5, 9 seconds away. Breaking Bad in 4th. 5-second gap. Cheese 13 seconds away for there. And Squints still chasing it down with Archer behind him. And see what's going on with that battle for first and second. Oh, something's went down. The gaps widened. Breaking Bad's in the pits. That'll be that. We top up a fuel. That should hopefully run up to the end of the race. We're looking at maybe 30 laps for this throughout the 40-minute endurance that we're on here. We've got a new fast lap that will set the cone down to a 1:23.156, which was a few laps ago now. But these are the things that you don't really always keep up on when you're on your Jack Jones, unfortunately. Cone starting to kind of eat away at the gap there, little by little. As 2 is Ram in second place, chasing down Tango, who's managed to keep a hold of that first spot for the majority of the race. This probably isn't the kind of grid lineup we would have expected tonight, considering the selection of drivers we have and the kind of placings that we're in here. But that's probably a testament to the track being the way it is, because it's one touch of the grass, you'll spin out, you'll end up grass wall, and then into a hedge or something catastrophic like that. So yeah, it makes it difficult to pass as well. I mean, just see on screen there how close we had Ram there on towards the grass, and that's the difference between staying on the track and spinning out of control and possibly needing a wreath laid out. Tango dropping into the pits for that wee top up as well to to see him out to the end of the race. Cone up into second, still about 8 seconds off a Rams up into first. Squint's hot on the tail of Cheese now, about 4/10 of a second in it at the moment, going into lap 21. And the good thing is that everybody in the field is going to finish on the same lap as well by the looks of things. The gap isn't too big, we're still within the realms of nobody being lapped, which is always nice. Archer in the pits for his top up and go. Breaking Bad in 6th, Squints up into 5th now, chasing Cheese in 4th, Tango in 3rd, on the way to trying to catch up to Cone and Ram again, who is up in 1st. So maybe might be worth mentioning again that you can find us on Facebook if you just type in GTCA or Can USA Racing. I think it will work for it as well. We're also on YouTube if you type in GTCA Racing, and that's run by Breaking Bad, or Curtis as some of us know him as well. And if you give us a wee follow and a subscribe, then you can keep up to date with what's going on and join in maybe with some of the racing if that is the sort of thing you're into. Most races are on a Tuesday night from, I think it's 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and about 2 o'clock in the morning in the UK for myself, but that's okay. Most of the guys are on practicing during the week as well, so if you play Gran Turismo and you're watching along, then you can get yourself joined in. Maybe get a couple of races with the guys. Gap between first and second is growing now. Cone into the pits, almost empty. Tyres are fried. That will be a wee bit of a stop there. 8 minutes to go, so we're looking at maybe another 7 or 8 laps here. Lap 23, everybody else on 22 at the moment. Squints down into 7th, that must have been a pit stop. On the heels of Archer. Seems to be beyond the back brothers, anybody quite close. Well, the track keeps over at the minute. Cone's still going pretty strong with a fast lap at the minute. The 123, 156 since lap 14, and the gap between these two is still about 4 tenths. Cheese up ahead of the two of them, with them catching up quick. Breaking Bad in fourth, Cone in third, Ram dropped down into second, 4/10 off Tango, with a new set of tyres and half a tank, 6 minutes to go, and Tango up in first. Gap between first and second down to about 3/10. Ram getting a wee bit closer, setting a purple sector. This is going to be a pretty close end to the race, the last 5 minutes, so we're talking another 3 or 4 laps. And a purple sector again. Cone getting closer and closer. In third. Breaking Bad in fourth. Cheese, Archer and Squints in 5th, 6th and 7th respectively. All pretty close to each other. Jack's still a little bit behind there in 8th. We've got some pretty close racing all over the track now as we get closer to the end of the race. Oh, they're battling it out for first and second here, and a wee bit off the track for Tango. So we've got a battle on here. We've got Cone trying to play catch up. He's 9 seconds off, so that gap's getting a wee bit smaller. Tango in second, Ram in first, pulling away slightly there. Then we've got Cheese ahead of Archer and Squints, all pretty close as well. And we've got Cheese going for the overtake, and is he going to make it stick? No, he is not. Yeah, he is, and he's away. He's done it. He has gone up and kept his 5th place actually, with Archer in 6th, closely followed by the Squints in 7th, and a wee wiggle there from Cheese out the corner. Is that going to give Archer that wee bit of space to catch up, or is it going to open the door for Squints in 7th? We're sitting with a second gap here between first and second now, with 2 minutes to go. And Cheese, something's going on there, and Cheese has dropped down into 7th. 6th and 5th, we've got Archer and Squints chasing each other down. Squints is going for the overtake up into 5th. Is he going to make it stick into turn 1? Archer on the outside. Oh, a wee bit of rubbing there. Rubbing is racing apparently. And Squints just sits in back into 6th place there. And we'll maybe have another wee go at it again in the last lap or two, with the timer running down to 1.5 minutes, and then if the guys can cross the line before the timer finishes, they'll get another lap at it, which is pretty optimistic for the first few guys, I would think. definitely for Cone and Tango. Ram's already on to a 28th lap. And we will be back just in a second for that last lap or two of the race. And we're back for the closing stages of the GTCA Manufacturers Series Race 3A in the GR4 class car at Brands Hatch down in Englandshire. We've got Ram in first with a 2-second gap on Tango in second, who's on the last lap. Cone in third. Breaking Bad in fourth. Archer in fifth. Squints in sixth. Going for the pass on the last couple of corners, and we've got confirmation that Ram has won. Tango second, Cone third. Jax is finished also in eighth. Breaking Bad in fourth, just coming across the home stretch and across the line in fourth. Archer still getting chased by Squints into the last corner. It's never never, and a bit of grass, and round the last bend, and he's going for it, and he's up into fifth over the line. Sixth for Archer, seventh will be Cheese when he gets across the line, and probably a DUI as well. So there we have it, that's the end of the race, and confirmation on the screen there, and hope you've enjoyed the race, and see you again hopefully tomorrow night for the race B, which I myself will be racing in as well. Thanks again for watching, catch you later.